Deep in the heart of the Amazon jungle, where the rivers flow like the lifeblood of the earth, there's a tribe still living with traditions that have remained untouched and truly authentic. I'm serious. It's like a time machine. The name of this tribe is Kuripaku, and it's fascinating. Just know that the way this tribe lives is worlds apart from any other tribe you've ever seen. They don't just farm and hunt. No, they also do pottery and basket weaving in a truly artistic way. Their baskets aren't just ordinary baskets. They're made from a special type of reed and then painted with natural colors. When you hold one of their baskets, it feels like you're holding a small piece of the jungle's soul in your hands. Every thread, every weave, every curve and bend in the basket is like a sensor of history that you can feel. And their pottery isn't just for cooking or storing food. Every pattern and design on the pottery reveals a secret from their history and traditions. Today, I want to talk about some of the secrets of the Yakawana tribe. Deep in the Amazon jungle, where it's so lush and dense that even sunlight can only occasionally reach the ground, there's a very unique tribe living here, Yakaripako tribe. These people are part of the large Arawakan language family, and most of them live in Colombia. But some of them also live in Venezuela and Brazil. Interestingly, their language is very close to the Baniwa language. Another indigenous group that lives on the borders of Brazil, Colombia, and Venezuela has something like a shared dialect. But the Kuripaku tribe doesn't consider themselves to be Baniwa. You could say they're from the same family, but they have their own separate identity. If I want to tell you something exciting, it's that the rivers of Aistain, like the Raida and Vapas, aren't just the waterways of the Amazon. They're like the vital veins of life for the people of this tribe, shaping their history. The ancestors of the Kuripaku used to build houses called maloka, but not right by the river, instead farther away, at the headwaters of the smaller tributaries. A place that was safer, where they could build their communal life. These malokas were large, multi-family homes. A place where everything happened, from daily life to important decision-making. Their social system is also really interesting. It's patriarchal, but kind of exogamous, meaning families, they gather together. But everyone in the group has their own place. The tribal leader, who they call the Kapitan, is both a politician and a spiritual leader. In a way, he's both the ruler and the spiritual guide. Religious ceremonies and festivals are an inseparable part of their daily life. The Kuripaku's way of life is a completely different world. They have no idea what city life or modern machines are, what that even means. Their lives are tied to subsistence activities. What does that mean? It means their entire daily routine revolves around farming, fishing, hunting, and making use of whatever the jungle and rivers provide. Their food comes from small gardens, abundant rivers, and dense forests. They have something really interesting. Their food traditions not only keep them healthy, but also bring everyone together. Every meal is like a gathering that connects the whole community. But hold on, their lives aren't just about these things. Their artistry is something absolutely mind-blowing too. Pottery and basket weaving with the arama plants. These aren't just everyday skills. Each one carries 1,000 years of stories within it. Plus, these pots and baskets aren't just practical. They've become sellable art that you can actually find in Brazilian markets. Just imagine that. Something that's been passed down from generation to generation is now right in front of your eyes. And this is where the exciting part begins. Their pottery process feels like a secret science, almost like magic. First, they collect clay from the riverbeds. Then they let it dry, and after that, they mix it with a special gray soil to make a soft, ready dough. This dough is like a natural plastic, all set to be shaped. After that, it goes onto the fire using traditional and precise techniques. This not only makes the pottery strong, but also gives it a unique shine. This art has been passed down from the older generations of the tribe to the newer ones. It's a tradition that's been practiced for years. It's like a story or a skill that's been handed down from previous generations until now. Basket weaving has its own story too. There's a type of palm tree whose bark and fibers are used to weave baskets and traditional items. The first plant used to make baskets is the kuti pakua. They dry it out, then make the basket, and finally decorate it with natural dyes and paint designs on it. The result is delicate and unique baskets that are not only beautiful, but also hold the secrets and history of the tribe within them. In fact, every line and color tells a story from the lives of the Kuripokahas and the nature that gives them life. A long time ago, the ancestors of the Curicojas were enslaved when the Portuguese, Europeans had influence in the region. But some of them managed to escape through the rivers and return to their homes and lands. This escape was a return. It was truly a turning point, because it allowed the areas around the Akana and Iari rivers to be repopulated by these people again, and the tribal life to be revived. Again, interestingly, there are still more than 10,000 people who understand and even speak the Kuripaka language. However, this language is not officially taught in schools, which means each generation has to make an effort on their own to preserve their traditions and their language. The third thing that'll really surprise you is that the religious aspect of the Kuripaka people is a mix of evangelical Christianity and faux Catholicism, blended with their own traditional beliefs. In other words, their religious life is a combination of Christian rituals and the ancient beliefs of their tribe. So mythological figures really appear in their stories, traditional beliefs, and they play a cultural and educational role. But on the other hand, evangelical churches are also present in their territory. Translations of the Bible and the Jesus film are available in the Kuripaka language as well. That's right, what really impressed me was the way that Kuripaka people love. It was in harmony with nature and through art. Pottery and basket weaving in this tribe aren't just simple crafts. It's a visual and historical language that's been passed down orally from generation to generation for years. When you look at these handicrafts, which they also use in their daily lives, you feel like each piece is speaking to you, taking you deep into their history, culture, the jungle, and nature. By the way, let me know in the comments which other really interesting Amazon tribes you'd like to hear about, if you have any in mind.